There we go. Now I click the right button. Hi, everybody. So, due to some unfortunate power outages and whatnot, we are down to two and a half players. I say half because I will be operating a NPC party member. But hi, welcome to another Sunday, where we are going to run the DnD versus Rick and Morty game box. I've been trying to do for a while now, but never had the opportunity. So yeah, here we go. So how this started off is you guys are very young, level one adventurers, setting out on your first quest, and you don't really know each other than other than hi, my name is, um, and you all had a mutual friend who said, "Well, I know a dungeon that's great for beginners. Follow me," and led you to this wonderful dungeon and did the after you, and as you all entered the dungeon, shut and magically locked the door to the dungeon behind you. As you banged on the door to be let out, screams fell on deaf ears, and you realize the only way out is through. So let's start with some character introductions real quick. I will be operating Fembrule, a cleric of Apollo, who doesn't talk a whole lot. Might have a little quip every once in a while, but other than that, doesn't talk very much. Um, Jeremy, you want to introduce your character?
Yes, I am playing the great and powerful enchanter, sometimes known as Tim. And really, that's about as far as I've thought on him, other than he has a sincerely and deeply held belief that he is the greatest.
All right. Well, considering we needed to come up with characters in the last 30 minutes, that looks pretty good. Um, Pam, your character, please.
Hi, everybody. So, my name is actually Pamela. I am a wood elf fighter, very shy, doesn't speak much, and keeps to herself. Very opposite from everything else we've been kind of seeing.
All right. Well, as we begin, as you conclude banging on the door is hopeless, you turn to stare down this staircase in front of you. And as you do so, a voice rings inside all of your heads simultaneously. You're an adventurer. Maybe even you a group of adventurers. Yeah, whatever. Why are you here? No one cares. Don't tell me your backstory. I'm here to watch you kick ass, find treasure. That's your motivation. Get ready to roll. In front of you is a dark staircase. It's mysterious shadows beckon you to enter, and by beckon I mean you need to go down the stairs, or there's not a hell of a lot of purpose for us all sitting here, is there? Huh? Yeah, yeah. So the room is dark. It smells like a pet store. It's all wood chips and warm poop down there, and and a bunch of bats flap around the room. They look harmless. Have fun.
Well, that's that's something, isn't it?
Fembril just kind of slowly turns his head to you too and goes, "The fuck." The first words you've ever heard this man speak.
Oh, it does talk. Good to know. Um, I feel like we should go down the stairs. Um,
Why don't we throw a rock or something for.
Do you throw a rock, Pamela?
Yes.
Okay. You throw a rock down the stairs, and it clicks and clatters all the way down. And as it gets to the bottom, still clicking as it rolls, you notice that the bats have taken note of the noise and swoop down from the ceiling. It turns out these are not bats, they are sturges. which is something that you guys know what it is. And I need everybody to roll initiative. Get the NPC initiatives. All right. Looks like the Sturges get to go first. Sturge number 1 here is gonna fly straight over to you, Pamela, which you're 10 feet up, you're 15 feet up. So flies straight over at you and does a proboscis at you, which hits. And I need to look at the details on that because it's going to do more than just damage. Okay, so it attacks you, and since it hit, it attaches to you. So you now have this thing like wings wrapped over your shoulders. The hind legs are grabbing onto your hips, and it's just latched onto you. And it did 7 points of damage there with that attack.
Okay.
The next Sturge is gonna fly up and do, or try to do, the same thing to Femoral, which is gonna happen. Some damage. And that's that. Now, does your familiar get to go independently of you, Jeremy, or is it on the same turn? I forget.
I believe it's on the same turn as me.
All right. I'm trying to look as we go here. It rolls its own initiative and acts on its own turn. Can't attack, but can take other actions as normal.
So do I control it, or does you just?
So you control
kinda...
it. You control it. It can't attack on its turn though. You can position it so when you cast a spell with touch, a range of touch, you can cast it through your familiar to something else. It's really the big thing. That and it's good for recon.
Okay, so I would like to move him on the opposite side of Dirge 1. Will that work?
To right there?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's enough vertical space, so... There we go. Got the bars turned on for you guys. Okay. And did you have anything else for him?
I don't think so, because I mean, as far as I know, anything else I would have to do on my turn, right? Like cast a spell through him or something like that.
To cast a spell through him, it would have to be on your turn. So. Okay. Well, we are moving on to Pamela then. Pamela, you can make a melee attack, no issue, against this thing that's clung onto you.
Okay.
Or you can spend your action to detach it from you. And you know enough about these Sturges to know that if it is still attached at the start of its next turn, it's going to like spray acid on you, which is a guarantee hit.
No. Let's do attack then.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, I need to tag it. Ugh. Hold on. My bad. Get excited.
Yep. And just click it once.
Nope.
Hey, look at that, a hit.
Yay.
Go ahead and roll damage.
Did she roll that with advantage?
No, it
No.
rolled twice, but I took the hit because we lost 15 minutes, so.
Oh,
Nice, thank you.
And
Okay.
that's it. You pull out your scimitar and do a
Mm-hmm.
quick flourish in front of you, and it falls dead. Anything else for your
I
turn?
do the Yeah, I do this thing kind of where I'm shaking it off, like, hey,
Like the heebie-jeebie shake?
yeah, yeah, that that's
All
it.
right. Tim, you're up.
okay. I am going to cast Magic Missile.
All right. So your first bolt had 4 points of damage. You get 3 of them, if I remember correctly.
Um,
And with that, you blasted off Thembrel's face, ending combat and bringing a silence upon the room. Thembrel takes a moment, looks at himself, looks at you, Pamela, and then places a hand on your shoulder and casts Cure Wounds. And you're back to full health.
Thank you.
He grunts. He's then gonna step down the stairs and just kind of be standing there waiting for you guys. So
I'm
what are you guys
gonna
doing?
I'm gonna pat Thembrel on the shoulder and say, "Well, my sturdy friend, I'll let you open the door."
Kind of grunts and steps forward and check all this. Yeah, he turns the handle, opens the door, and I gotta find my little button here. And when he opens it, you see a long hallway with a little side cropping and another door at the far end of it. Everyone make perception checks for me. Beautiful. You all immediately hear in a goblin accent. They're speaking common, but with a goblin accent, you hear at least 2 goblins talking about how much they hate this individual named Jerry, and he's such a useless jerk, and they absolutely hate him and wish he would die. And Fembrel's gonna kind of take a half step back and motion for you, Tim, as if holding the door open for you.
Uh-huh. Okay. I guess I will move to there.
Okay. Pamela, what are you doing?
I'm following Tim. And I was say, wait.
Jeremy, can we just work off the assumption that your raven will always be like at your shoulder unless you say otherwise?
Yeah, yeah, that's what I
Okay,
was gonna
perfect.
mention.
No, we'll just work off that. So, as you peek around the corner there, Tim, you see a small little outcropping of a room. It features a small wooden table and a couple of stools. Two goblins hang out there, looking pretty bored. Maybe they'd be less bored if they got into a little life or death struggle with a few adventures. Just a thought. Oh, and I should probably put them on the map, huh? I'm like double because I've got the hard copy for this module. So I'm like reading the book in front of me while managing the virtual tabletop. So they are, there you go, two goblins.
I'm gonna look back to Pamela and Frembrel. I'm gonna point ahead, and I'm gonna just really quietly, two goblins.
Fembrel raises his mace above his head and kind of twirls it around in a circle.
All right. Have they noticed us yet?
It doesn't seem so. They're looking at each other pretty intently. Speaking of which, though, Tim, since you're in front, why don't you roll me a stealth check? And we will see if one of these guys catches you. Just as you wonder to yourself whether or not they've seen you, one of them looks up and goes, "Aye! What's that there?" And everybody go ahead and roll initiative again. Not that we're in combat, but roll initiative, and we'll take it turn by turn here. Beautiful. Well, Pamela, you're up first. So
Okay.
you hear one of these goblins go, "Aye, what's that there?"
I'm gonna use my dagger. No, my longbow. I'm sorry. Goblin too.
So you'd have to step in front of Tim to get a shot on him, because this is a wall right here.
Oh, so okay. Sorry. Can I do Goblin one then?
Uh, yeah, I'd let you like reach around Tim to make the shot.
Okay. So, hold on.
I'm so excited. This is my first reach around.
That'll hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Oh man.
It's all right. 4 points of damage. Ah! Aye! They shot leg in the shoulder. Get him. Anything else for your turn?
I'm sculching down, like hiding on top of, like on back of Tim.
Okay, so hiding behind Tim. Got it. Tim, you're up. Uh, the Raven was technically up first, so if you would have done anything with him, go ahead and do it simultaneously with your turn.
I don't think I would have.
Okay.
Um, within range. Okay. I'm gonna cast a ray of frost.
All right. Goblin 2, that hits. Three points of damage, wounded, and slowed down by 10 feet for his turn.
Yes. And in perfect goblin, I am going to. I'm going to say to him, "This is no way to talk to the man who's going to be your stepfather.
That paladin. I'm kidding.
All right. Anything else for your turn?
No, I don't think I have anything that's bonus language
All right.
or bonus action.
Well, Thembrel is going to do like a duck walk underneath both of your legs, giving you both an attaboy slap as he does so, and barrel around the corner, swinging his mace. And he is going to miss. And he's not doing any bonus action, anything. So Goblin 1 is up. He's going to. No, he's going to run to right there and take a short bow shot at you, Tim. Hitting. And knocking you unconscious. That will end
What
his
does
turn.
what does mage armor do?
It should have increased your armor class. You don't have it on you.
Oh.
You didn't have the effect on you, so hold on.
Well, it would have only brought me to 13, and that would have hit anyway.
Yeah, it would have. Goblin 2 is gonna take a swing at Fembrel, who's standing right there, hitting, and knocking him unconscious. I believe your Raven went away when you fell unconscious. Pamela, you're up.
Okay, so I'm kind of gonna move like towards the left a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
and bow it is for Goblin 1.
Okay.
Oh man. That man.
That did miss. Anything else for your turn?
No, I'm gonna hide again.
All right. Do you speak Goblin, Pam? I think you do. You do. So in Goblinese, you will hear them say, "Come on, these guys hurt. Let's get the rest." And you are going to see them both take off through the door, disappearing, and the door slams shut behind them.
Okay.
What are you doing, Pam?
I'm gonna run to see if I can finish watching like where they're going.
Okay, so you run up and take a look through the door, crack the door.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you run up and crack the door open. As you do so, you will see the room here, but the goblins are nowhere to be found within it.
Do I see any steps or footsteps, anything that I can kind of lead me to maybe which way they went?
Give me a second. So as you look in the room is sort of trapezoidal with doors to the east, north, and south. It's also got statues kind of scattered around, mostly statues of your mutual friend Rick with inscriptions like "Wow" and "Damn." One of the statues depicts a woman in armor. Really fine crafting, real interesting. Seems like a great artist worked really hard on that statue. But you don't see footprints or anything.
Okay. I turn around and I tell Tim, I can't see where they went.
As you look back to talk to Tim, you notice he is still lying on the ground, struggling to breathe.
Oh no. I run towards him.
Okay.
I slap him. See if I can wake him up.
Make a medicine check. We're going to call that shock therapy.
It's but a scratch.
Beautiful. With that, it's like a a chest thump. When somebody's going into cardiac arrest, you give them that one good slam to kind of kickstart the heart, and it works. And Tim, with 1 hit point.
Perfect. Wake up! Come on, let's go. We gotta go.
We
grab
should
him.
we should probably wake up Fembrel too.
Oh no, he's dead too. I run into him and I try to slap him too.
Make another medicine check.
Oh no.
You forgot that you had a dagger in your hand and accidentally stabbed Fembrel in the chest.
Oh my god! I pulled it out and then I said, "Oh no!" and I pull it back in.
I mean, you're no doctor, but you're pretty sure Fembrel's dead.
Can I just slap him again?
As you're standing there staring at Fembrel's body, another dwarf walks in behind you, Tim. Hello, my name is Bembrel. I'm Fembrel's brother. I was told he would be here.
Fortunately, I believe you're going to have to join us in a campaign to avenge his death.
I kind of figured that's what I would be here for. Lead on, good sir. You look a little rough. Allow me to help you. And he will hit you with a level 1 cure wounds.
Wow, that was a lot of wasted healing, but thank you so much, sir.
Well, they changed cure wounds. It used to be 1d8 plus wisdom modifier. Now it's 2d8 at level 1. So I presume we're going through that door right there, as he points to the end of the hallway.
Yeah.
Yes, and seeing as how you are on a crusade for vengeance, we're going to let you walk through first.
How wonderful. Hiya! And he runs and kicks the door open, exploding into the room with his shield and mace. Have at thee! There's nothing here.
Really hoping this dude has a lot of brothers.
Well, the room's clear. There's nothing here but statues, particularly of this one fine goddess-looking individual.
I'm going to move over here and just kind of do a full look around.
Okay. Go ahead and make a perception check as you're looking. Pam, if you want to as well.
Okay.
I already rolled one for my look.
Did you? Oh, beautiful.
Yep.
So
I figured that was coming.
Tim and Pamela, as you guys look around the room, you notice that each statue has a plaque at the base of it. And most of them say, like, wow and damn. 3 of them are of your mutual friend, Rick. And those are the ones that say, wow, damn, and oh my. But at the base of the female statue is a plaque. And as you read it in Rick's voice. He goes, don't worry. I'm not a real person turned into stone. I'm just a really cool, sexy looking statue put here to entreat you. It's probably nothing. You should pick a door. Let's get a move on. And as you're about to turn away, you notice a little curiosity at the base of the statue. And you find a hidden compartment right next to the plaque, inside of which is a scrap of paper. And when you pick up the scrap of paper, the voice comes in all your heads again and says, quit wasting time. Pick a door and go. Flip a coin if you have to. Just pick a direction. It's not rocket scientist. What are you going to do? Spend the whole night standing here with the statue, looking at things? thinking I hid stuff somewhere. You need to pick a door and go. This is like the third fucking room. We don't have all day.
I begin to set up camp. Okay. Not really, but
um,
uh,
Yeah, sounds the smartest thing to do. Right?
um, okay. What do you guys think? Do we come up to this door here or just head straight north?
well, that's the one you're closest to, my friend. I'll come to you.
Oh, okay. I'll move out of his way so he can open the door.
Ha! And kicks the door wide open again.
I like this brother.
Coincidentally
Much
enough,
more.
kicking doors open like that is how I got medboarded from the army. Yeah, he kicks the door open to reveal a hallway leading to another door. So, tally ho, lads. And he will proceed to the door. Are you guys following him? What are you doing? Talk to me.
I'm gonna follow him.
Yes, I will follow behind Pamela,
Yeah,
who has more hit points than me.
great. You can tell that Bembrel is in the zone. He's ready to go and kick this door again. But I need you two to make another perception check for me.
By the way, perception should be a double specialty for me since I took the skilled thing, but it's only single proficiency. Or did they change skilled?
That I don't know.
Oh, they did. They got rid of the double proficiency. Never mind.
Mm. Okay.
It is correct.
Well, Tim, you don't hear anything, but Pamela, as you are approaching the door and you see Bembrel doing like a quick stretch, getting ready to kick the door in, you can hear voices beyond the door that sound like Goblin. In fact, you're pretty sure it is Goblin because there's no mistaking Goblin. Um, they are chattering about a dead body.
The
Okay.
goblins are?
Yes.
Okay.
I relate that to Tim.
I'm sorry, they're saying what about a dead body?
They're just talking about it.
They're just
Oh,
talking about a dead body. That's all I can understand.
you think they're talking about poor Brimroll's brother? Or Pembrel's brother?
Can I tell if that's something that they're talking about?
You don't get a chance to listen again as Bembrel has finished his stretching and kicked the door open. Oh, wrong button. Hold on. In front of you, you see three goblins, one of them lying on the ground, seemingly lifeless. The other two jump to when the door gets kicked in, and I need everybody to roll initiative again. And I gotta change a setting here real quick. Hold on.
Yeah, I really got to change my dice. I have paid way too much money for these dice to be using plain ass black.
Yeah, I had to redo all of that too. So okay. So yeah, Pamela, you are gonna be up first. You do notice that one goblin there, the one that's dead, because he has one of your arrows sticking out of his shoulder.
So I'm gonna turn around to Tim and say, one of the goblin was the one that was dead. And then I'm gonna turn around and I'm gonna say that to Bambro. One of the goblin was the one that was dead.
Oh, these guys see you. They're like weapons out, ready to fight. Bembrol is shield and mace in hand. He's a split second from charging forward.
Okay, let's go with goblin too. Oh no.
Or
Roll
Brimble.
against Bembrol.
Oh no.
No, we're not going to play that tonight. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
You
Thank
lose
God.
your shot.
Yeah. Gonna die.
But that's going to bring us to Goblin 3. He's going to run up and swing at Bembrol with his scimitar. Missing. Goblin 2 is going to shoot at Pamela with his short bow. Missing. Tim, you're up. You can just see Goblin 3 from where you're standing.
Okay. I think after last time, I am going to severely overreact
Okay.
and magic missile his crotch region.
There you go. That kills him, and if you can see 3, once 3 drops, you can see 2 clearly. And you've got 2 darts left.
Well, I just sent 3 at him. There were
Did you?
3
Oh,
D4s.
got you. Okay.
No, I fully admit I overreacted.
Nope, that's perfectly fine.
It was total
Sometimes-
overkill, and that was on purpose.
All right. So is that it for Tim?
Yes, that is it for Tim.
All right. Tim's Raven.
He's just gonna be sitting on my shoulder like, I saw what happened last time.
All right. And I've got another setting I need to find, but I can't find it. So, well, that'll leave Bembrol, and he is gonna run up and do some mace work. Missing, which will bring us around to Pamela again.
Okay, so let's try this one more time. Huh? So close.
That hits. And that kills him.
Beautiful.
As he dies, you hear a voice in your head. Hey, great job. You know, they might have just been mean, ugly goblins, but you know, maybe next time should think about it, cause they might have been somebody's parents. As the voice leaves your head.
Cool.
Bembrol will turn back to you and go, "That's that old fuck that hired my brother, isn't it?"
It's possible.
Lovely. Well, what are we doing?
Searching the bodies in the room for treasure, magical items, pornographic material, whatever they got.
Beautiful. As you begin searching, the voice comes back into your head. So you're just a bunch of spongy spying Jerrys who want to play fantasy Sherlock Holmes instead of attacking. Fine. Too late to interrogate them, so go ahead and inspect the bodies, I guess. Anybody who is checking can make an investigation check. Pam, you find that one of the goblins has a mouthful of coins. Do you wish to reach into its mouth to pry them out?
Yeah, I'm gonna do that very like yickily, but I will do that.
Okay. You begin digging out coins, and by the end of it, you've got around 10 gold. And looking into its mouth, you can see more gold coins deeper and deeper in its throat, just past what your hand can reach.
I say to Tim, "Can you reach? He still has some down his throat."
Uh, that looks to me like a prime situation for an emergency C-section, because I am not sticking my hand down its mouth.
Oh, come on. Okay.
Tim will take his dagger and just like from under its chin, just kind of slice through and down.
Do a stem to sternum.
Yeah.
Beautiful. You do so, and his chest cavity is filled with gold coins. You gather and count. 400 gold coins in total.
Wow.
We're going to say 300 because I'll just give you each an even 100 just for math purposes. So, Tim, you can give yourself 100 gold.
Really got it and try to reach down him, otherwise that'd looked like an upside down puppet for a while.
Bembril laughs. Well, if nothing else, at least the loss of my brother was a financial gain. What's next?
I'm gonna guess more killing.
Sounds wonderful. There's only one door. I shall lead the way again.
You do you, boo.
He goes,
And I will follow.
this time just opens the door,
Oh.
revealing another hallway with another door. And let me get to it. As you approach this door, there are more goblin voices on the other side of it. Definitely more than 2 this time. This time, Bembril will stop and look back at you prior to proceeding.
Um. hmm. Let's. I guess let's roll initiative and open the door.
Let's open
Beautiful.
it. Open it.
Just as you all ready, and Bembril reaches to open the door, on the other side, in common but a very thick goblin accent, you hear, "Aye, that's cheating!" And then the familiar noise of a sword being drawn from its scabbard. Some metal on metal clings, and then a ah! And you open the door. To reveal a murder scene. Real quick. Goblin 2 there is standing over the body of Goblin 4 with a blood dripped scimitar, and the other 2 are just kind of standing, staring at him. Everybody go ahead and roll initiative, and then that's how we'll determine who gets to do what when. Beautiful. Tim, you get to go first.
Um, you realize there are no goblins on the map, right?
Oh shit! I forgot to click the buttons. My bad. There you go.
Okay.
I had them on the map this time. I just forgot to click the button.
Um, I am gonna walk in. Um, move over to the side here so I'm not blocking people.
Okay.
And miss with my ray of frost.
Yes, you do. Anything else for your turn?
No.
All right.
Nope.
Uh, Goblin 1 is going to step up to Goblin 2. That was my brother! And cleanly take his head off of his body. And then stand there breathing. Bembrel is going to do the same thing you did, Tim. Kind of step in and off to the side a little bit. And chuckle. Silly goblins. And point his finger at Goblin 3. You will hear some bells ring from where Goblin 3 is, but nothing seems to happen. Tim's Raven.
He is going to caw um insultingly at the goblins.
Okay. As he caws, the two goblins turn to look at the party, now aware that you are there.
Oh.
I guess now fully aware that you're there. Anything else for him?
No, nope. That's all he's gonna do.
All right. Goblin 3 then is going to take a short bow attack against you, Tim. He is going to hit, knocking you unconscious again. That'll end his turn. Pamela, you're up.
Okay. Goblin 1.
That'll hit. Still up, but hurting badly. Anything else for you?
No.
Alright, let's bring us. That goblin's dead. That goblin's dead. Hold on, Tim. I'm going to give you that back. I need a death saving throw from you. I don't have the settings turned on right. There you go. Success. Beautiful. I don't know where it is. But that's it for your turn. Goblin 1 is going to run at Bembrel. Scimitar attack. He's going to natty 1, which means Bembrel's going to get an attack of opportunity. Which hits with his mace. And kills him. Then it's Bembrel's turn. He is going to do a healing word, as he doesn't have time to reach down and touch you, Tim, as he runs over and takes another mace swing at Goblin 3, which hits. And he kills him. Bringing us out of combat and giving everyone a level up. So if everybody wants to level up real quick. Pam, let me know if you have issues. I can do it from my end.
I have issues. I'm trying. It's not populating for me.
Okay. Give me a second.
Mm-hmm.
And let's do that one.
Great.
All right, and then Pamela. You good, Jeremy? Getting all leveled up?
Yes.
All right, you're good to go, Pam.
Thank you.
More hit points, and you got an action surge.
Beautiful, beautiful.
All right. If you're good to go, Jeremy, what do you guys want to do?
Can we rest?
You just leveled up, so you shouldn't need to.
But give us all our spells back and stuff?
Long rest would, yeah.
Mm.
Oh, any spell slots you've burned are still burned. That you would need to rest for. You have Arcane Recovery, Jeremy. If you don't want to take a rest just yet. So that's a short rest. And you can get one spell slot back with that. And I would venture to say a short rest would be the time it would take you to search through this room thoroughly.
Yeah, that's fine with me. You guys cool with that?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you guys spend the short rest searching through the room. You note that the game the two goblins were playing when one of them cheated was G&G, Goblins and Gizzards. Very, very similar to Dungeons and Dragons. But you notice that their dice are still laying about, along with, I will put it in the party sheet and distribute it, a total of 20 gold, 35 silver, and that's it. So that got split 6 gold, 11 silver each. But other than that, all you find are the dice that the goblin were playing with. They are a really nice set of 11 greenish yellow dice. Each die is worth 1 gold piece and comes with a lifetime of warm, murderous memories at no additional value.
That sounds lovely.
Right?
So, if anybody wants those, they will be in the party sheet. And there's 11 of them. All right. Anybody doing anything else in here? You can do your arcane recovery there. I marked it for you, Jeremy.
Oh, okay.
All right. Well, before you guys head on, is anybody taking the dice? Because if not, I will take them off the party sheet.
I'll take the dice. What the hell? I like
All of them?
clickety clockety math rocks. Pamela, Brimble, do you
No, you can
guys
have them.
want any of these?
I don't play with dice. Gambling is a sin.
Come from.
Okay, then yes, I am going to take them all.
Beautiful. As soon as you take them, you are now cursed as a dice goblin and will have an unending desire to get more dice no matter where you are or what you're doing from now on.
Look at that.
Do with that as you
Aha.
will.
It's a little too late for that. I've been that way since I was 13.
Brimble will. All right. We go left or right?
Left.
Left it is. He goes and kicks the door open, revealing a dead end. He abruptly turns around and goes, right it is. Walks over, kicks the door open, and there's another door. He goes, ha ha! Another door! Are you doing something there, Jeremy? Just so I don't skip you.
Nothing of any use.
Yeah, you don't find nothing there. So,
That's
I think they got shit mixed up here a little bit. No, they didn't. All right. Well, Bembrel will open the next door, and as he does so, you all hear that wonderful voice back in your ears. Oh, see the dusty old room with the sweet ass treasure chest in it. Yeah, I bet your bling sense is tingling imminently. Yeah. Um. Yeah, in front of you in this room lies a treasure chest. And Bembrel will step in and off to the side and wait for you guys.
Okay.
Is there supposed to be a treasure chest on the map?
No.
Oh.
I didn't make the map. I found it on Reddit. So
Yeah. Okay.
imagine there's a treasure chest right in the center of the room there. Right between the three characters. It's definitely a treasure chest.
I'm not opening and touching that.
Bembrel will step up and... What were you looking for there, buddy?
Traps.
Oh, that's a good idea. I didn't even think of that. Here, let me check. I don't know what I'm looking for. What about you, little girl? Do you know how to check for traps? If you want to try and make a perception check, Pam.
I mean, maybe.
You don't know what you're looking for, but you find a little piece of like string wire connecting the lid to the body of the chest.
Okay.
Do you
If I
try
say
to
that out loud.
do it? You point it out to everybody?
Yeah.
Okay. Pembroke will go, I've never seen a chest with a wire on it before, but that doesn't sound normal.
Yeah, I don't want us to kaboom.
I mean, it's just a wire. Does anybody have wire cutters or anything?
I don't.
If you have thieves' tools, you have wire cutters. And I'm pretty sure you do, Pam. Yes, you do.
I don't want to touch it. I don't want to open it. I don't want to touch that.
I'm not saying you have to, but you do have wire cutters.
Well, nobody knows that.
Okay.
Giving away my stuff without my permission.
I'm just trying to help you. Damn it.
Tim, you don't have anything? How about you, strong man?
I got a mace. I could smash it.
Smashing sounds fun.
All right then. And he raises his mace to swing down on the top of the treasure chest. No objections? Okay.
Nope.
As he says that, I'm running into the other room.
The mace comes down. And I need Pamela and Bembrel to make a dexterity saving throw. Oof. Beautiful.
Thank God.
A screeching buzzsaw blade pops out of the chest, spinning around in a circle. Bembrel is unable to get out of the way, takes 6 points of damage. Pamela is able to, do the limbo, just barely missing getting hit. And the chest is completely undamaged.
Well, at least we got it done.
I don't know what's done about that. We didn't get any treasure, and I've got a gaping gash on my gut now. And he moves his hand, and you can see where the buzzsaw cut into the fatty portion of his stomach. I say
That
leave
don't.
it. Let's come back later after we find some tools.
But. Okay.
Unless you want to try, and I'll just, hang out with Tim here for a minute. I'm sure we could discuss something. Go ahead, try cutting that wire, see what happens.
No. I'm okay.
So are we carrying on then, or what are we doing? Tim, you want to try something?
Oh, fine, I'll do it. Get out of the way. Get out of the way.
All right, so you're going to make a sleight of hand check.
Okay.
A pretty please. Oh, that almost tipped over to a 3.
But it didn't, because I kept looking at it.
But very much shaking, like in any bomb disarming movie. You reach your hand in, holding it with your other hand, trying to hold steady, and snip the wire. And then the lid slowly opens to reveal a glittery mound of treasure. 210 gold, 410 silver, 3 electrum, 2 potions of healing, and a ruby that smells like fresh baked cherry pie.
Oh, I want cherry pie. I say that out loud. Oh, but look at all this money.
Good job.
I'll split it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Split the money evenly. And then I'm going to give each of you guys the healing potions. if I can find them. 1 and 2. Now these aren't going to be coded, so if you want to use it, just remember we only have the 1. And we'll do our normal rules of action will be a full 10 hit points, and bonus action will be rolling for it.
Okay.
All right, you guys sort up all the treasure within the chest, and the room is seemingly empty at this point. What's next?
Continue.
Ha ha! And Bebrel charges forward, kicking another door. And then running down the hallway and skidding to a halt in front of the next one. He stops and listens, and I don't hear anything behind this one. You want to take a check? Anybody who wants to can make a perception check.
I'll do it.
You don't hear anything. Neither of you do.
So bizarre.
I guess that's an indication then. And Bembrel opens the door. As he opens the door, you will hear the wonderful Rick voice in your head again. Oh, look at that. Pair of perfectly rounded stone mounds, cleft artfully straight down the middle. Look at how they fill this room. Looks a lot like a butt from where you're standing, doesn't it? That's because it is a butt. And as you look into the room, you see something shiny glints near the ceiling, about 4 feet above what can only be described as the peak of this huge butt.
Oh, God.
The butt cheeks are made out of polished stone that gleam in any residual light that is existing. Bembrel will take a step forward. Let me put a square on here. The butt is this big.
Oh my God.
Bembrel will step in and put his hand on it, and then look back with the biggest shit-eating grin and go, I touched the butt.
You're nasty. I'm not touching that. I am not getting near that.
What about that shiny thing up there, though?
What shiny thing?
He points towards the top of the room, about 4 feet above the butt, and you see something shiny glinting at the ceiling.
But what is it?
I don't know what it is. We'd have to climb the butt to see.
Can I send my raven up to look up at it and look through his eyes?
You sure can.
Okay, I will send the raven up and check out the item hanging there.
Okay. As you look through your familiar's eyes, the shiny thing is actually a small plaque. And on the plaque, in common, it says, say goodbye to your butt. And I need you, Tim, to make a intelligence saving throw.
An intelligence saving throw, okay.
Yep. I know, those don't happen very often.
No, they don't.
Beautiful. You feel the magic of the plaque travel through your familiar, across whatever magic airwaves connect you to, and into yourself, and you use all of your wizard intelligence to resist it, and ultimately you fail. And as
Of
you
course.
stand there, kind of in shock of what happened, you realize that your clench feels weird. Like, when you clench up your muscles, it feels off, and you give yourself a pat down and realize you no longer have an ass.
Like his ass disappear?
His butt is gone.
So what is it? Just back and legs?
Yeah, he just goes straight
Like
from back to calf, no butt.
like those like those old men that have to wear suspenders to keep their pants up.
Yep.
Oh man. Do we all notice that? Can we all see that?
um, that is up to you, Jeremy, because you get to decide what kind of clothing your character is wearing. So it would be up to you if it would be noticeable. If we would notice that your butt just disappeared.
I assume I'm wearing like big a robe.
Okay.
So I don't know that it would really be noticeable to anybody but me. Because I mean, I kind of picture this kid as like, 110 pounds soaking wet to begin with.
Yeah. So above table, without the padding, if you fall prone at any point while missing your butt, you take 1 point of damage. Bembrel, still touching the butt, is going to take it off, like put it to his chest. Maybe we shouldn't touch the butt.
Don't touch the butt.
All right, no
You
touching
don't
the butt.
say.
And he's gonna
Yeah.
back against the wall, start edging his way around. Are, do we just want to push on, or do you want to try and get your butt back?
I don't know what you're talking about. I think we should just go. Nothing more to see here.
Did I fuck up? Am I not supposed to know your butt's gone? I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're not supposed to.
Oh shit, that's my bad.
Yep.
I was trying to read ahead while I listened to you, and that's totally on me. But he opens the door and steps in, and another decision.
I'm going to let Pamela decide this one. I was
Uh,
wrong last time.
As your raven comes down to land on your shoulder, you casually notice he's missing most of his tail feathers, as if his
Oh no.
butt is missing as well.
That's just fucked up, Rick.
So, which are we going? We going right, or are we going down here?
I'm going to turn and look at Pamela.
Let's go right this time.
All right, here we go. And he kicks the door open. Give me 1 second here. As the door kicks open, you see a long, wide room looming before you. Mysterious runes and patterns cover the walls and floors. Visible at the end of this long room is some sort of evil mage. Oh man, he's so evil. At least as evil as anyone can be under the lens of subjective moral parameters and constantly moving ethical goalposts. He looks real tough, and he blocks the way to the next room. Figure it out. And we need a mage. Stands at the long end of the room, and as the door kicks open, and he sees you, you'll hear him shout, "You shall not pass!"
Oh, you kill-stealing motherfucker.
Jeremy, I
Hey,
can't approve your move. Can you cancel it?
maybe.
There we go. Oh, I couldn't do it because I was still in mask mode. That would be why.
Yeah. Brimble, let's just close the door and come back later.
Too easy, and he shuts the door.
Okay, let's keep moving.
Oh, wrong button.
Come down here and open the door this way.
Alright. You go to open the door, and let me turn back to this room. Rick's voice appears in your heads again. Well, well, well. What do we have here? Let's take a look. Some kind of designs carved relief in the floor from above. You realize that these designs are actually dozens of tiny hallways connected to tiny rooms. Some have teensy treasure chests, while others have teensy tiny traps that would have trouble catching a mouse. But it's not mice in these traps after all. Sorry, that was a note to myself. I shouldn't have read that out loud. But yeah, as you all look into this room, it appears that the room is filled with a top-down view of a minuscule scale dungeon. A tiny adventuring party comprised of a tiny cleric, a tiny fighter, a tiny rogue, and a tiny wizard cheerfully slog their way through the tiny dungeon. So cute. Lying on the stone floor outside the minuscule dungeon are several carved wooden figurines, a green dragon, an ogre, a spider, and a zombie.
Great. Did you say zombie?
Yeah, there's a little wooden zombie figurine.
Can I shoot at it?
It's just a little wooden statue, so yeah.
Yeah, but we don't know that, do we?
Roll the. I mean, it's tiny. It's like a DnD figurine, like the Miss Holly I printed off for you. It's like that big.
Fine, I won't touch it.
You can do whatever you want. I'm just painting you the picture so
No,
you know
no,
what you're
no,
dealing
no.
with.
I won't touch it. I'm not touching it. No, I don't want to touch it. Maybe it will kill me or something.
Bembrel will squeeze past you, Tim, and go, "Ha ha! This looks fun."
You say so.
Look at these little guys. And he reached down to touch one of the adventuring parties that are teeny tiny and moving through the dungeon, and finds his finger can't enter the top through the top of the dungeon. He goes, that's annoying.
I knew it. Can you please just be careful and stop touching everything? All of you. You with the dice. And I point at Tim. Now you with this. Like, stop touching stuff. It's making me nervous.
I'm looking for the dice.
There are no dice present.
Oh. Do I see anything that kind of using meta knowledge, but this is a Rick and Morty thing, so I assume that's encouraged.
A little bit.
Do I see any character sheets or anything like that?
Nope. You just see the figurines of the monsters, the recessed floor of the dungeon, and the little tiny player characters, moving through the dungeon.
So they're moving on their own.
Yep. They are walking around.
And we can't touch the little figurines?
So the monster ones are on the floor right by the door. Those ones you can pick up. Bembrel actually is sitting there playing with the dragon one right now, and rah, and then he's got the zombie, and the zombie's But he tried to reach into the dungeon to poke one of the little player dudes and could not enter through the top. Like his
Okay,
finger
that's what was
wasn't allowed to touch them.
okay. Okay, that's what was confusing me. Okay. And what monster statuettes do we have?
You have a green dragon, an ogre, a spider, and a zombie.
I'm gonna take the spider and I'm gonna put it in the room, or try to put it in the room right ahead of where the party is.
Okay. You are able to. It allows you to place the figurine in, but it stops your fingers from entering the dungeon. And you let it go, and as the spider figurine drops into the maze, it turns from a statue figurine into an actual miniature spider.
Jesus.
Bear with me, I'm reading. Okay. And you watch as the party goes to enter that room. Seeing the spider sees them. Combat initiates. And you see them battling the giant spider, but the four of them make very quick work of this one giant spider. Well, giant for them. And they continue on their way through the dungeon.
Okay.
And Bembrel's still
I'm
sitting there like a little child playing with the zombie and the dragon.
gonna look ahead to one of the rooms with like the treasure chest in it.
Okay.
And I am going to take the zombie. I need this for a moment, please.
But
And the
that was
ogre.
mine.
And I am going to put them in the room with the treasure chest. And I'm going to try to see if I can drop them down so they're kind of against the wall of the door they'd be opening to come into the treasure room, so they're hidden.
Okay.
Just to see what happens.
Beautiful. You drop them in. This is a couple of rooms ahead of where the adventurers currently are. But you drop them in, and they immediately come to life and notice each other and don't really seem to care and just kind of start lumbering around the room. And then the zombie stops walking. And kind of sticks his face up. And faces the door that the party would be coming in from. They're still a room or two away at this point. And then he starts walking towards that door. And just starts like trying to walk through the door. But doesn't have the mental comprehension to register that it's a door. And the ogre takes note of this. Walks up with his ogre-sized great club and swings and bashes through both the zombie and the door at the same time, and then squeezes through the gap he's made into the next room. The adventurers, having heard the loud commotion up ahead, ready their weapons and cautiously move forward, opening the door ahead of them. And noting that the ogre is there, they take to fighting. The battle lasts maybe a minute, 2 minutes, ultimately resulting in the party being defeated and the ogre continuing to lumber around, make his way through the dungeon by himself. One of the rooms with a small treasure chest in it, the treasure chest slowly lifts up out of the dungeon and the lid opens, and magically levitating out of the chest is the tiniest of wands. Like it looks like a toothpick. And it sits there, floating above the dungeon.
I will reach for it.
Okay. You have it.
I'm going to look it over carefully.
Okay, make an Arcana check for me.
Come on. Oh, sorry, yeah.
Ozzy.
And,
Stop it.
oh,
Beautiful. You note that this is a tiny wand of magic missiles. And it is now yours. It is in your inventory. So it has 7 charges. While holding it, you can expend no more than 3 charges to cast magic missile from it. For 1 charge, you cast the level 1 version. You can increase the spell's level by 1 for each additional charge you expend. And it works just like a regular magic missile. It regains 1d6 plus 1 expended charges daily at dawn. Every time you use it or put it away, you have a 50% chance of losing it. But you are now the proud owner of a wand of magic missiles.
That's cute.
Hey, Brimble, you want to put the green dragon in the room with the ogre? Let's see what happens.
Oh yeah. You see he lowers it in. The dragon immediately breathes fire, or does its... I think green dragon is poison, if I remember. No, black is poison. Whatever the breath weapon is for a green dragon, does its breath weapon at the ogre, completely and utterly destroying it, and then taking over the dungeon as his kingdom. Purple, oh, that was awesome!
No, green dragon is poison. Black
Is it?
dragon is acid, I think.
I thought green was acid.
No, I just looked it up. Let's see, in black dragon,
Okay. All
acid.
good. I stand corrected then.
I was pretty sure it was green was poison, but
I thought it was, but for some reason I thought a black one was. I don't know. It gets weird because some of them double up. So, Brimble will stand up and kind of dusts. All right. Well, we got one door in here, or we got the mage that says we cannot pass back there. What do you guys want to do?
I said we go to the do not pass.
The mage? Do you agree, Tim?
Yeah.
You know what? I'm feeling much more confident now that I have a wand of magic missiles.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it then. He moves to a ready position. He goes, all right, I'm going to open the door, and I'm just going to bum rush him.
And I am going to cast a 3rd level magic missile.
Okay. All right, so everyone go ahead and roll initiative.
Before we do that,
Yes.
can I use my pass without trace?
So that is a good spell if you're trying to sneak. Like if you're
Well,
trying
we
to
are
be
right now
stealthy.
because somebody said do not pass.
Well, no, you're not trying to be stealthy because you're going to open the door and start attacking, and that's not a stealthy operation.
Oh.
Now, if it was
Are you
just
wanting
you,
to go
Pam,
stealthy?
yeah, if it was like if you want to like crack the door and try to sneak in and get
Can
up
we be
close
sneaky?
to him, Bembrul will. I'm not able to, and he grabs onto just the tiniest bottom of his plate armor and shakes it a little bit, and you hear ding 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 as the metal pieces clatter together. Because I'm not going to be able to sneak.
Can I try?
By all means, madam.
Okay, I want to try.
All right, so do your thing. So describe to me how you're going to try to sneak in the room. Like how you're going to do it without being seen.
Crawling towards the floor.
Okay. So go ahead and mark off your pass without a trace, since you're going to do that, and put the effect on yourself.
Okay, hold on. Okay. Okay.
Okay. So you crack the door open and try to sneak in. Go ahead and give me your first stealth check. Just make sure it plus 10s. Beautiful. Okay. So moving slowly and stealthily, you could do half your movement, so 15 feet.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Frida, move. Okay.
You slowly crawl your way in. You seem to have gone undetected. Go ahead and roll
Beautiful.
another stealth check. Or do you want to do something else at this point? Do you want to try and get
No, no.
closer?
I mean, I will try if I could, but I don't want to risk it.
I mean, there's no point in not trying if you want to get right up next to him for some stabby.
Oh, you got me a stabby. Okay.
Yeah, I thought I would.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll another stealth check.
Oh, there you go. I was like, why is it? I'm sorry, because I didn't
No,
see the first.
that's perfectly fine. Either of those would have been enough. So go ahead and move your 15 feet.
My fantasy ground stopped working.
It's alright, I got you. That'll get you right next to him. So then it's technically your turn right now. So if you want to try to stab him, since it's a surprise attack, you get to do so at advantage.
I'm still waiting for fantasy ground. Okay, hold on. Back. I think. Nope, still frozen. Hold on. Okay, I'm back.
Okay.
So I can stab him.
With advantage.
Hold on.
Oh, no, that was damage, Pam.
No, that was not. Oh, sorry. Hold on.
Make sure you click the advantage first.
Yeah, I did.
You didn't.
It's there. Advantage.
Okay. Alright. That hits. Go ahead and roll damage now.
There you go.
So 5 points of damage. He and now clearly knows you're there. Now would be a good time, if you want, just for the sake of action economy, to do your action surge, because you'll get a second attack at advantage.
Okay. Let's do it.
Okay, go ahead. With advantage still.
Okay.
That hits. Go ahead and roll damage. Beautiful. Now, here's another thing. Because you used your daggers
Mhm.
have the Nick mastery effect. And what that does is when you make the extra attack of the light property, so if the weapon you're using has the light property, it allows you to make an extra attack as a bonus action if you want to. But because the daggers have Nick, you may do so as part of your attack action. So you actually get 2 more attacks right now with your dagger at advantage.
Beautiful. Okay.
Nice.
So.
So there's the first one that hits. So go roll damage. Beautiful. And then one more. That hits. Roll damage. Oh, wrong one. That was to hit. Roll damage, Pam.
Oh, sorry. There we go.
You did the same thing again.
No, I didn't.
You rolled to see if you hit. Roll the damage, the 1d4.
I am. I swear it says damage on
There
my
you go.
screen.
Now you got it.
I
Alright.
blame Frida. She's on top of me, of the mouse,
You're good.
almost.
I will say, Pam, good job. You did over half of his hit points there.
Yay!
Does that end your turn?
Yes.
All right. That will bring us to Bembrol. Hearing the mage scream out, he is going... Yeah, he's just going to charge in head first and do his macy stuff. Hold on one second. Yeah, he's just going to do a mace attack. And miss. That's going to bring us to the mage's turn. And he is going to... I hate NPCing mages. It's such a pain in the ass. He is going to hastily cast Mage Armor on himself. And that will end his turn. Bring us to Tim. And Tim's Raven.
So let's see. All right. So every level you upcast it, it's an additional D4.
Yeah, so you can't use more than 3 charges at once. And for each charge you use, it's a level 1, 2, or 3 casting. And when you upcast it, I'm looking at the spell right now. You get 1 additional dart for each level above 1. So if you use 3 charges, it'll cast it at level 3. You'll get 5 darts total with the magic missile. But before you roll damage, I need you to roll a D100. If it's above 50, the spell works. If it's below 50, you lost the die. And you lost the die. Or the wand, sorry. So you had it between your... I mean, it's the size of a toothpick. And as you raise your hand up to go... you realize it's not in between your fingers anymore. You still have your action and everything. You just don't know where the wand went.
Okay. Do you give him the damage back that I did to him?
Yeah, I did. Let me take these effects off of though. There you go. You're good.
Okay.
Okay. 3 darts shoot across the room, slamming into his chest.
We go
You-
wherever the hell we want.
You got anything else?
No, I think that's all I got.
It is your Raven's turn if he's doing anything.
No, I think I'm just gonna have him sitting on my shoulder.
Okay. That'll bring us to Pamela. Your turn.
Okay, let's go.
That is gonna miss. Is that it for you?
Yes.
All right. Let me make some room here. Bembrol is gonna stick his finger in the mage's chest. You'll all hear bells go off. And the mage will clap his ears to his head. Ah, the bells! And then he's gonna recover himself and yell out, I don't like any of you! 5, 10. And he's gonna cast a spell, which I need to check. Beautiful. He is going to cast Fireball. Couple failures, couple successes. Bembrel and Tim fall unconscious, as well as the wizard. Pamela, you tucked yourself into the corner as the fire blast reeked out, filling the room. And when the flames subsided, you look around and everybody is down except for you. Pam?
I'm just gonna. I don't know. I'm just gonna look around.
Everybody's
Okay.
lying on the ground extra crispy.
I'm shocked, traumatized. Need to give the girl a moment. I don't know. I'm just gonna start running to Tim first and like literally crispy, you mean? Or just a bit on the Charlie
Tim
side?
is extremely crispy.
No. Like there's nothing else I can do crispy?
He's like got left in the oven for like 12 hours too long type crispy.
Oh my god, no. What do I do?
I don't know. What do you
Healing
want to do?
potion. Healing potion. Frida, move. Healing
You
potion.
dump your healing potion on him?
Yeah, just like dump it like a shower.
Okay. You dump it all over him. It doesn't seem to have an effect.
Um I don't know what else to do. I'm not a healer, so I have nothing to take care of them.
Yeah, no,
Gee,
I'm dead.
If only you had a conscious healer. Fun fact.
What?
If only there was a healer that might be able to help.
Where's Raven?
Raven's gone.
Oh God, no.
Raven was a
Okay.
familiar. He's a summoned spirit, so.
Bambrol, is he like completely crispy as well?
He is not. He just looks like he got caught on the wrong end of a blast. But he's not looking good.
Okay, do I have any healing potions left?
You do not.
Oh boy.
You only had the
I'm
one.
gonna slap him. Kind of wake him. See if that wakes him.
Make your medicine check.
I'm slapping everybody. I don't know. Sometimes violence works, man. I don't know what to tell you. Hold on. Okay.
Your slap is just and on point. Bembrel breathes back to life. Holds his hand up to the sky. You see it shine with radiant light as he slaps himself in the chest with it, giving himself a cure wound. That sucked. Did we win?
I need you to help Tim. He's crispy and fried.
Alright, help me up. We dwarves are kind of like turtles. Once we're on our back, we're fucked.
Okay. But yeah, I guess if you can call it winning if he doesn't die.
Let's take a look. Bembrel is going to run over and kneel down and go, last time I saw something this burnt, my wife was making dinner.
Oh my God, no.
This is beyond my ability to heal. Woman, seal the room. Protect me. I must pray. And he is going to cross his legs and heal. And for the next 8 hours, he will be in solid prayer. Equating to a long rest. So you'll get a long rest there, Pamela.
Yay.
Well, technically everybody will. But at the end of the 8 hours, he will come out of prayer, and Tim's body will shine with a divine radiance as it slowly levitates up. And the divine radiance will arc into the symbol of Apollo before Tim's perfectly healed body will lower him standing onto the ground.
I'm gonna run to him and jump on top of him. Buddy, you're back!
Yep.
Please don't laugh, but now I can say whenever I see something frying, it kind of look like you.
I feel like what the fuck hit us?
You were a little crispy for a little bit.
So
Some
Tim,
sort of fire bomb.
you remember the fireball, you remember all the pain, and the next thing you knew, you were standing here and you feel perfectly fine.
Yeah. Well, that was yeah, let's not do that again.
Yeah, I don't know what was that. I've never seen something like it.
That was a fireball.
Oh, you know what they are?
Yeah, that's the reason so many people hate wizards.
Oh. I didn't even know what that was.
Yeah, let's hope we don't see that again for a long, long, long time.
Yes, for sure, for sure.
Did he have anything left on his body, or did it all burn up?
I would venture to say, Pamela, you spent a little while inspecting his body. There was like a ye old playboy in his robes that was severely shard, but he didn't have anything else on him.
Yeah.
Bembrel will clap his hand on your shoulder, Tim, and well, glad that worked. Apollo doesn't always hear me.
I yeah, I appreciate that.
Well, I don't know if you're a praying man or not, but saying a thank you to him tonight before you go to sleep can't be a bad idea.
Yeah, no. I not a really a praying man, maybe Mistra, but I yeah, if he brought me back, I think he's definitely earned a few prayers.
Attaboy, and he'll pat you on the back just a little bit too hard.
Yep.
Well,
Yep.
shall we on then?
We
Uh,
should.
gotta. Yep. Yeah. Yeah.
After, of course, the prerequisite time for you to do your mage armor and recast Finding Familiar and whatnot. All right. Let's proceed. I'm assuming you guys are going right, or did you want to go back through the other room and go down?
We can go right.
Yeah, that's fine with me.
Another corridor as normal. Let me just find which room we're going into. Room number 18. Beautiful. As you open the door, you hear Rick's voice again. Glad you guys are here. I starting to think maybe you died or something. Take a look at this great room and ooh, what's that in the middle of the room? And as you look in the middle of the room, you see a pillar a little more than waist high, and on top of it is a large-looking D6, teal in color. And on the one side of it looks like there's a button. The other sides are all numbers. The button looks very inviting. And on the front of the pillar looks like there is an inscription. You say, well, whatever you do here, just, remember to have fun. And the voice leaves your head.
Can I reach the dice?
Yeah, it's like waist high. The pillar is. As you all enter the room and see the inscription on the front of the pillar, it is in a language none of you can discern.
Never been.
Um, can I take the dice?
You sure can.
I will take.
As you pick it up, you notice that the button is also dice shaped, and you want nothing more than to press it.
I press the button.
As you press it, a tall, slim, blue-bodied individual appears. Goes, "I'm Mr. Meeseeks. Look at me."
I'm sorry. What happened?
As you push the button, a tall, blue-skinned humanoid appears and says, "I'm Mr. Meeseeks. Look at me."
Hi.
I'm a Mr. Meeseeks. I'm here to help. Pretty nifty, right?
Yes.
Yeah, my whole purpose in life is to serve a purpose of your choosing, because you're the one who summoned me. I'm Mr. Meeseeks. Look at me.
You're here to serve any purpose that I choose?
Yeah, you just tell me what to do and I do it. I'm Mr. Meeseeks.
And is this is this like you like, is there a time limit on this, or like if I tell you, hey, why don't you walk over there for a minute and then you're done?
Well, I mean, if you told me to walk over there, then I'd serve the purpose and disappear. I'm Mr. Meeseeks. Oh, and we're not really designed to stick around that long, so make sure it's something we can do in a reasonable amount of time. And as you're looking at him talk, you can see that he's starting to grow facial stubble.
Oh. Um, why don't you just walk in front of me and absorb any damage that comes my way? Well, you can.
Well, I can do that because I'm Mr. Meeseeks.
Oh god. He says it
Where are we
one more time.
going?
I
In
think
search of treasure and adventure.
Got it. I'll just walk right in front of you. I'm Mr. Meeseeks.
I think we got your name. I think we understand what you're called. How can you help us?
Oh, he's the one who summoned me, so I gotta do what he says. I'm Mr. Meeseeks.
So he says it. Okay, I'm gonna. Please tell him what to do.
I'm walking in
I'm
front of
having
him
him.
and absorbing damage. I'm Mr. Meeseeks.
Oh my god.
He is my meat shield. I shall call him Squishy.
But that's not his name. His name is Mr. Meeseeks.
That's right. I'm
I
Mr.
know.
Meeseeks. So where we going, boss?
Um,
You
are
look
we?
over at Bembrel, and he is just hand in head shaking it.
Do we want to go south or right? What what are you thinking, Pamela?
Let's go south.
All right, south it is.
Bembrel will walk over and open the door, clearly trying to get away from the screeching noise now filling his ears. Let me needs room 20. Alright. As you open this door, inside this room, let me get you all positioned here. Before you go in the room. Inside this room is a small horde of goblins wearing yellow shirts and blue pants crowding this room. These little munchkin things. I don't know, never gave them names. But they're real annoying pieces of shit, repeating the same pattern, spouting undermining nonsense while you try to get work done. All underpinned with teenage self-image, fragility, and minuscule attention spans. Born from what I can only assume is a life completely unexplored while simultaneously devoid of any real stakes. Also, they say, geez, a lot. Like, way too much. On the far side of the room sits a glass case next to another door, but there are too many stupid little goblins in the way for you to see it clearly. None of the goblins have weapons. They're all just standing and chittering with each other. And as they do so, you hear them, jeez, as they bump into each other. As they continue to shift around the room, you can catch glimpses of the glass case on the far side of it. Inside the case sits 5 gems: a blue, a green, a red, a yellow, and a purple. Next to the case are 3 conveniently gem-sized sockets cut into the stone wall. Bet you're wondering if those things are related, huh?
Are they related?
wonder. And there are like 30 of these little goblinoid Morty things. I mean, goblin things in this room. Shield
Mr.
and... Go ahead.
Oh, Mr. Measle?
I'm Mr. Meeseeks.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. I want you to go tell all those goblins, just walk up and tell each and every one of them that they're going to die alone because that girl will never go out with them.
Well, I can't do that. I was assigned to stand in front of you and take any damage. I'm Mr. Meeseeks.
Oh my god, please make him shut up. I'm gonna take a shot in my head.
But I'll
Well,
tell you what I
eventually we'll-
can do. And he reaches out and pushes the button on your D6, and another Mr. Meeseeks pops up. I'm Mr. Meeseeks. Look at me. I'm Mr. Meeseeks. 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 Hey, look, I'm doing something for my friend here, but he asked me to do something else, so I brought you here. I need you to go in there and tell all of them that they're going to die alone. I'm Mr. Meeseeks. Well, that
Please call
sounds
both of
great.
them.
I can do that. I'm Mr. Meeseeks. And
no,
Meeseeks number 2 goes into the room and starts going to each of the 30 Morty-like goblins, telling them that they're going to die alone. And as he does so, each of them, oh, jeez, oh, man, oh, why'd you have to say that? And they all just kind of slump and seem very done with life. And you watch this go on for a couple minutes. And as the Meeseeks number 2 gets to the last Morty-like goblin, he goes, all right, that's all for me. I'm Mr. Meeseeks. And he disappears in a puff of smoke.
I'm gonna put that die that summons them into my inside pocket so that it cannot be accidentally pressed.
It will not fit in your pocket. This thing is like 8-9 inches across. It's pretty good sized.
Oh, goody. What do you say we go get those gems and figure out the proper, whatever.
my head is killing me right now.
That means I'm doing a good job.
Yes, let's go and forget like this happened.
Okay.
So you all make your way across the room. It's impossible to get across the room without bumping into one of these goblins. And as you do so, it's, aw, geez, man, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. Aw, geez, man. So again, as you get over to the glass case, you notice that the case is holding a blue, green, red, yellow, and purple gem. And there are 3 gem-size cuts into the wall next to it. What do you want to do?
Take the gems, or take the glass off the gems?
Oh, it's an
doesn't-
open top glass container. You can just reach in.
The spots where the gems, where we assume gems go in the wall, does there appear to be any sort of color coding to them?
Nope. As you stand there staring at the gems and inspecting it, some of the Mortys will like walk behind you. Aw, man, you sure you know what you're doing? I wouldn't want to be you. I wouldn't touch those if I were you, man.
Dude, you
Little
don't even want to be you.
green and blue, or sorry, yellow and blue wearing goblins are just incessantly annoying the piss out of you guys with half-assed comments about, oh man, you shouldn't touch that stuff, and oh, if you get it wrong, you're probably gonna die. You should really think this through, man. Oh, geez, not another person trying to mess with the gems.
I'm gonna shoot at one of them.
You shoot him and he dies immediately. The rest of the the goblin just kind of, oh man. You hear little snips like, oh, that was my cousin, and oh, I took math class with that guy. Oh, jeez.
I'm gonna shoot at another one.
He dies.
Pam, I'm gonna apologize ahead of time here. Cause I am going to summon another Mr. Meeseeks.
Oh no! Oh God! Oh,
As you go and push the button,
please don't. Don't.
nothing happens.
Thank God. Maybe they
Well.
realize that, we don't like them that much.
Can't imagine that would stop them.
They're kind of a pain in the butt.
And they're still
Okay.
being pain in the butts. Like, after you kill that last one, there's a brief moment of freak out about the one you just killed. And then they're right back to the, oh, are you sure you want to touch those gems, man? Like, oh, geez, the last guy that came in here didn't do too well. Oh.
What colors did the last guy put in?
I don't remember. That was a long time ago. I wasn't even here then, man. Oh, jeez.
I'm gonna
And how
kill
do you
that one.
know he died?
As you ask that, Pam's dagger goes right between his eyes. And again, the crowd of Mortys erupt. Oh, it was my cousin. Oh.
I can't.
Can you tell I've watched Rick and Morty a couple times over? I know the voices just a little bit.
I'm gonna say, Tim, I'm sorry, but I'm about to do this to myself. I cannot stand it anymore.
Oh, hey, I'm Mr. Meeseeks. Should hurry up and get me some damage, because Meeseeks aren't supposed to live this long. I'm Mr. Meeseeks.
Oh, the Nightmare Before Christmas is back.
Oh, man. You gonna pick a gem, or are you just gonna stay here and die of old age? I mean, you're gonna die either way, but oh, jeez.
I'm gonna shoot at it.
He dies.
Okay, what are the colors again?
Red, green, purple, yellow, and blue.
Okay, I'm gonna put the green in one of the
Okay.
holes, the first hole.
Okay. Nothing happens.
Was there a yellow you said?
Yep.
Okay, so I'm gonna put the yellow in.
As you put the yellow in, you take 10 points of lightning damage.
Oh.
And fall unconscious. Bembrel quickly runs over, hits you with a cure wounds, bringing you back up to perfect health. Maybe not the yellow one, my friend.
Right. Good call. Good call.
As a matter of fact, he takes the yellow one out of your hand, tosses it up, and baseball swings it with the mace, shattering it as it explodes across the room. And all the Mortys again, ah, man! Don't throw stuff at me! Ah!
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Purple?
You place the purple in and nothing happens.
Okay.
You've got red
All
and
right.
blue left.
What do you think, Pam? Red or blue?
Just blue. Just blue.
The Mortys wearing yellow and blue clothing again swarm you guys. Oh, only one left. Maybe think carefully. You don't want to get zapped again. Oh, jeez.
Shooting
And
that one in the head.
What colors do I have in there already?
You have placed green and purple into the wall. The yellow one zapped you. You have a blue and a red left.
I'm gonna put the red one in.
Beautiful. You put the red one in the wall. You hear a click, and both of the exiting doors slide slightly open. The Mortys, oh man, you got it. Now you're gonna go die somewhere else. Oh jeez. Oh.
I'm killing that one.
This is like all of them saying it.
I'm killing one. I'm killing the first one I'm looking at. I turn around,
Okay.
that's there, boom, gone,
Yep.
murder, done.
You kill him, and the rest of them. Oh man, my brother. Oh, my cousin. Oh.
I'm gonna throw myself on the ground like I give up.
The doors are open. You can go left or down.
I'm going left. Left. Just get me out of here.
Left it is.
Pamela, completely done, runs through the left to the end of the hallway. Pembrel right behind her. Closing the door behind you, can still very faintly hear the, oh, geez, they're gone. Now we gotta live with corpses. Oh.
They never go away, do they? They just never go away.
In front of you stands a closed door, Pamela. What would you like to do?
Push it open.
Okay. You push it open. And give me just a second. I will read what you see. Everything in this odd-shaped room is white. The walls, the floors, the ceiling, everything. That is, except the 4 doors and a stressed-looking lady seated at a cheap desk writing furiously on paper. Or how about parchment? And she's got an inkwell and a quill pen. How's that for immersion? A second after the door is opened, the room elongates until it's 100 feet long. So the desk you can see on the map is elongated to be 100 feet away from you since you've opened the door, Pam.
Okay. I look at Tim. I go,
That's weird.
yeah. This is sketchy.
Right? So I guess we walk
Do you want to
up
risk it?
to her.
I mean,
It can't be any worse than the room we just left.
well, I was about to say, as long as it's not the same place that we just left right now, I don't mind checking it out.
Right?
Okay.
Okay, let's go.
So you're going to try to walk over to the lady?
Yeah.
Okay, beautiful. You get 10 feet and... Give me a second. 5 ants crawl out of cracks in the floor. I need everybody to make a dexterity saving throw.
Perfect.
Beautiful. Tim, you take 1 point of damage, which is absorbed by Mr. Meeseeks. He goes, well, I'm Mr. Meeseeks, and that's it for me. And then he disappears in a poof of smoke.
My God, shoot me.
Finally.
He'll be back. I know.
And then the ants crawl back down into the cracks and disappear. You guys gonna keep walking, or are you gonna do something else?
Keep walking. No, I want to keep walking now.
Okay. So Pam keeps walking. And Burmble's right behind, so he's gonna do it too. As you keep walking another 10 feet, magic orbs appear, buzzing around the room and flashing psychedelic patterns that freak people out. I need everybody to make a wisdom saving throw. Everyone saves. You keep walking another 10 feet. I need a Constitution saving throw this time as a phantom fart loudly makes itself known, and a gas creeps up out of the floor around all of you. Beautiful. Tim, you fail.
Mm-hmm.
You are blind for the next 6 seconds. Are you guys going to keep going, or?
Yeah.
Okay. Another 10 feet.
I'm gonna hold on to Belgrim's shirt or whatever.
He lets you. More ants again. Another dexterity saving throw, please. Disadvantage for you, Tim.
It's a what?
Dexterity saving throw at disadvantage for you.
Okay. Perfect.
So that's 1 point of damage for Tim. And then the ants disappear. You're no longer blinded, Tim. As you guys keep going. Magic orbs appear, buzzing around the room and flashing again. Another wisdom saving throw, please. Tim, again. My man, you take 5 points of fire damage as one of these orbs slams into you before disappearing. Before you're able to move again, the old lady looks up from her desk and goes, "Would you just stop? I'm under so much pressure to finish writing this part of the dungeon. You being in here, I had to take the time to elongate the room. I've tried to write in the traps to get you to stop bothering me. I wish you would just stop. Stop coming closer to me. I will allow you to either of the doors to get out, but don't come any closer. Okay? Okay, I'm under a union deadline. Leave me be." And she looks back down and keeps scribbling on her parchment. What are you guys doing?
I guess going south.
Yeah.
Okay. Towards that door you all are closest to?
Or
the one at the farther end?
Like
I'm thinking.
here.
Well, that's north.
No, we've already been up that way.
Yeah. Yeah, you can see on the map you've already been up that was the room with like the mini DnD and
Oh god. No. Nope.
But you've got this one is the closest to you and this one is the farthest from you. So
let's go to this one, I think, right, Tim?
That's fine with me.
Okay. So you guys head that way. I'm assuming you open the door, Pam?
Yeah.
Okay. So you open the door, and let me figure out which room this is, because they're numbered, and I got a cross-reference. Beautiful. Rick's voice comes into your head saying, "Oh, it stinks like old hamburger meat in here." Before you can come to appreciate the delicious bouquet, you see 5 zombies hunched over another rotten-looking figure in a plush-ass chair. Looks like the zombies are gesturing accusingly at the figure, which appears to be tied up. You miss a lot of the nuance of the zombie debate, though, since they're just grunting and moaning. If you want this room to be weirder, you're in luck, because these zombies got no butts.
This is very awkward.
Bear with me, I'm putting the zombies on the map. Let me make sure I got this right. Hold on. Yep, 5. And then in the center of the room, right here, is another corpse-like thing strapped to a chair. Hold on. The hardest part about this is I have to read like an entire page before you guys go into it. Okay, got it. What are you guys doing?
Not much.
I mean, are you going in? Are you going out? What are you doing? Talk to me, Goose.
So if we go in, I'm gonna say to Tim, let's make sure not to die.
Beautiful. As you speak, the ghoul strapped to the plush chair kind of sticks his head around so he can look past the zombie. He goes, "Oh, hey, you help! I know I'm a ghoul and you know, getting mocked like this could easily be my thing, but it isn't. The zombies think I ate their butts, but I swear I didn't. Please help me."
You ate their butts?
No, they think I ate their butts, but I didn't eat them. I'm a vegetarian.
I'm gonna look at him, doubting what he's saying.
There's some room in this dungeon that steals butts, and apparently if you can destroy the trap, all the butts get released and go back to their owner, and that's all these zombies want. But I can't give them their butts. I'm not strong enough.
I just look at Tim.
I'm sorry. How do you get the butts back?
You
And,
gotta.
actually, above board question: did I get my butt back when I was brought back?
No, your butt is still gone. It wasn't part of you when you left, so it wasn't returned with you.
Okay, what do we have to do to get the butts back?
Whatever trap steals butts, you just destroy the trap, and either the butts will be there or they'll get returned automatically. I'm sure of it. Just please hurry. These zombies, I don't think they're gonna let me last much longer.
Okay, guys. Apparently, we need to go back to the butt thing.
Oh no. Okay. I guess.
I just heard your old lady in the background. The butt thing?
Okay, I guess we should.
Alright, so you guys are going back to the butt room.
Yep.
Yep. I guess it's time for some butt stuff.
No boy.
Beautiful. Well, it is a quick walk north to get back to the butt room.
The butt room.
And you guys are there, standing behind or in front of the two well-polished stone butt cheeks with that little glimmering thing up on the ceiling.
Great.
Going to look at our cleric, whose name I've already forgotten.
I
am
I
horrible
don't
like that.
I don't know traps. I know prayer, religion. I don't know traps.
Maybe we should just smack it with a hammer.
The
I
butt.
mean, I'm not one to turn down smacking some cheeks, as is the word of Apollo.
So fucking true.
My mentor Godric would be so proud of me right now. He wipes away a small tear.
Tim groans heavily in fit.
Well, shall we surround the butt and get it from all angles?
Yeah, let's clap some cheeks.
All right, I'll take this side.
Guess I'll get out my quarterstaff.
You all have issues. I hope you all know that.
Yeah, but what does it say about you? You keep hanging out with us.
I kind of don't have a choice right now.
Yeah, you do. Not really, but kinda.
I don't.
All right, well, on three. 1, 2, 3. Everyone roll their desired attack in the chat block.
Might have to give me a minute. My fantasy ground froze for some reason.
That's all right.
It's been funny today.
Come on. Oh, there it goes. Are we like rolling attack or damage?
Just attack.
Oh,
So that's
okay.
perfect. So you all reach out to strike the stone buttocks at the same time. And you're hitting against stone. It didn't do shit. Except Bembrol swung so hard that his mace bounced back and clocked him in the head, dealing 8 points of damage to him. Ah! Oh, fuck, that hurt. Hold Hold on a second. And he reaches his hand out and puts it on the butt. I touch the butt again. This is a really strong butt. Whatever
You don't
punt
say.
is here did squats for days. Our weapons aren't going to be of any effect. And you know what? I really don't want to be in this room any longer. I've got something. Follow me. And he will turn and start walking back the way you all came from.
Where is he taking
It's not going to let me. Hold on. There we go. He leads you back to the room with the zombies, and before you walk in it, he goes, "I'm gonna do something. If they run away from us, don't hit them. Got it? Good.
Yep.
Beautiful." And he is going to step into the room and hold up his holy symbol and use his turn undead channel divinity. Which 2 of them failed. And I need everyone to roll an initiative for me. Alrighty. That's going to put Pamela first.
Okay.
So the two with effects on them, 4 and 5, have turned around and faced away. The other 3 are all looking at you guys. The ghoul is strapped to a chair.
Okay. So let's go with this one.
Alright, that hits and wounds. Alright, anything else for your turn?
Nope.
Alright, ghoul is restrained. Tim, you're up next.
Hmm.
With a crit on a dex save. So, nothing. Sorry, I didn't know what you were doing. I was excited for a second there.
I was too. I was too, but then
We needed the opposite for it to be a crit. So, anything else for you, Tim?
nope.
We didn't get an initiative for the Raven. So that I gotta do that. Sorry, I did it wrong. Oh, beautiful. He goes at the end. So zombies are up. This one runs away. This one runs away. This one runs towards and tries to slam. Hits. This one can't get there. This one can't reach around the corner. Raven's turn.
I think he's just gonna hang out for right now.
All right. That'll bring us to Bembrol. And he's just gonna mace it out with a miss. Pamela, you're up. That'll hit. And that'll take out that zombie.
Beautiful.
Right. Anything else for you?
No.
All right. Tim.
Okay.
He succeeds again.
All right. Well,
That it for you?
that's it for me.
All right. Zombie 4 and 5 are just like walking into this wall trying to run away. To no avail. Zombie 1 is going to get another hit on Bembrol. A little bit of damage. Zombie 2 still can't reach. Raven, anything?
No.
Alright. Bembrol again with a mace attack. Hits with an 8. 5 points of damage, and then he is going to bonus action a healing word on himself. That'll bring us up to Pamela again.
Okay, so hold on. Mm. Okay.
That hits. That kills it, and Bembrol will look over his shoulder. Ha ha! Nice one! As he holds his shield up.
I'm gonna say thank you, thank
Anything else for your turn?
you. No.
All right. The ghoul has eaten through his straps and freed himself from the chair and stands up and looks at Bembrol and goes, "Sorry, bud. I'm hungry." And rushes straight at him. Goes for a bite attack and misses. Tim, you're up.
I think he's a liar. Okay, we're gonna try something a little different.
Don't forget you have an inspiration point, too. I completely forgot until I noticed it just now. So, 23 hits. Six points of damage. Anything else?
No, I think that's it.
Alright, 4 and 5 still walking into a wall. Zombie 2 can't get to anybody. Anything for Raven?
No.
Alright. Bembrol is going to do his mace. Missing. And we're back up to Pamela again.
Okay, so let's do.
At the top of the round, you will note that now that the ghoul has stood up, he was sitting on a small, where is it? A small ring box, and it's just right there on the little cushion that he was sitting on.
Okay.
Dirty 20 is going to hit.
No,
4
no.
points of damage. Don't forget you got your action surge back if you want to use that at any point.
Oh yeah, let's do that.
Alright. Go ahead and do that again. That one will hit. That's
Better.
9 points of damage. The ghoul's looking rough. Anything else for your turn?
No.
Alright. Ghoul is going to lash out with his claws, hitting. Requiring a con save, which he succeeds. So we're good there. Tim, you're up. With your magic missile going off, the ghoul drops with the first dart. And the other zombie immediately steps around the corner that he's been trying to push around. Beautiful. 6 points of damage there, and that's it for you, right?
Yep, that's it for me and my Raven.
Alright. Zombie comes around, slams into the wall, gathers himself, goes to slam into Bembrol and hits. 5 points of damage. You said that was it for the Raven. Bembrol's going to take a mace attack at the zombie. Hits. 5 points of damage. Zombie's still up. Pam, your turn. That's a hit.
Man.
So that kills the zombie. And with all the unturned creatures dead in this room now, Bembril will look over his shoulder and go, "What I did to those two only lasts for a minute. We still gotta get them. It's gonna stop here in 20 seconds, give or take."
Okay.
Above table, it's like 20. You got like 30 seconds in game before those other two zombies aren't turned anymore.
Okay.
So, any movement bonus action?
No.
All right, Tim, you're up.
Where's the ring box at?
It's on the seat of the chair right there.
Okay. I'm gonna run in there. I'm gonna pick it up, and I'm gonna go back 5 feet.
Okay. As you pick it up and hold it in your hand, the box crumbles into dust. And you kind of sit there and go, "Oh." And as you watch the dust in your hand, it like forms a little whirlwind in your hand, and all the dust slams together to form a ring of protection, which I will put in your inventory. You still have your action and bonus action. If there's anything else you want to do. I put that in your inventory, so you've got it. All right. Man, those zombies, for a -2 dexterity, not one of them has failed.
No.
That's ridiculous. That's it for you and Raven then?
Yes.
All right. Brings us to Bembril, who will charge into this one. Taking a swing. Hitting. And basically splicing that thing in half. Pamela, you're up.
Okay. Let's do.
That'll hit. That'll kill it.
Yeah.
Anything else for you?
No.
All right, Tim.
Okay.
That'll hit. Six points of damage. Can't take opportunity attacks. And I think you've only used 20 feet of your movement speed.
I guess I'll move back here since he can't attack me.
All right, that's it for you?
Yep.
All right. Well, zombie's turn. He's gonna just turn and step right up to you. Try to slam into you. He does so with a 22. Knocking you unconscious again. Bring us to Bembrel's turn. Who's gonna catch you as you fall with a Cure Wounds. And then...
Nice.
Sorry, not a Cure Wounds. I'm an idiot. A healing word. So you have 9 hit points, not 10. That way he can make a mace attack. And miss. Pamela, your turn. I know we're at 11:01. We're just going to kill this last zombie and then we're done. Pam, I'm guessing you're moving in so you can shoot it.
Yes, please.
All right. That'll hit. And that'll kill it. Beautiful. It is 11:01, so I'm going to go ahead and say that you all decide to bunker down here for a long rest. And that's where we are going to leave off. You actually, honestly, made it right up to halfway through this dungeon. Maybe a little bit shy of that. So that's perfect. I kind of anticipated this being a 2, maybe 3 week dungeon. And I know Brad and Becca are going to be in Vegas next weekend. So we will continue this next week. And I'll probably pull Benbrel out, and then Katie and Mike will jump in with whatever characters they want at level 2. And we'll keep it going from there. And
Great.
yeah. So finish it up next week, maybe the following. We'll see what happens. So thanks everybody for coming to watch the D&D versus Rick and Morty box set digitalized for Fantasy Ground, and we'll see you next week. Bye everybody.
Bye.
Bye, guys.